Hello students, welcome to my channel Pharmaceutical Concepts and welcome to the next video on NMR spectroscopy. So this is the NMR and IR data provided to us. Now from this data we have to predict the structure of the compound having molecular formula C7H14O3. Now here if you see, this is our first step. Calculation of HDI is supposed to be our first step because molecular formula is provided to us. Sometimes in certain exams molecular formula is not provided but molecular weight of the compound is provided. So in that case HDI will not help us. For calculating HDI we should have molecular formula with us. Now let us calculate HDI for this. So 7 minus 14 by 2 minus 0 plus 0 plus 1. So the HDI for this particular compound is 1. The calculation of HDI, what is HDI, that I have already explained in my earlier video. You can get link for that video in the description box. Now the next step is, what do we predict from IR data? If we see, we have 2995 centimeter inverse in this range, that is 2900 to 3000 centimeter inverse. We usually get CH stretching peaks. Then we have 1720. So in this range, this is the range for double bond. Generally the double bonds, that is C double bond C, C double bond O, these appear in this range in IR spectrum. So 1720, if we see this molecular formula, oxygen is also seen. So it could be C double bond O stretching. Only one value is given in this particular data. Many times the different values are also given in this range. So we may say it could be C double bond O stretching or C double bond C stretching of aromatics. So for many peaks they have just given one value, so that is fine. Proceed with the next value, that is 1100. In this region we generally get the peak due to C single bond N, C single bond O stretchings. So here nitrogen is not there in the molecular formula, so let us say it could be the peak due to C single bond O stretching. So this is our prediction. Let us see how it matches with the structure. Now the justification for NMR data. 4H, 4H and 6H. And if I add this, 4 plus 4 becomes 8 and plus 6 becomes 14. So they have given the whole number of hydrogens which are present in this particular molecule. Okay, so 4 hydrogens means it cannot be CH4. See, it cannot be CH4 because we want a structure, right? So it could be CH2, CH2. Maybe they are chemically equivalent but at different places. But yes, since their neighborhood is same, so only they are giving the single peak, means they are chemically equivalent. Then again next we have is 4H, that is again CH2, CH2. So these are giving quartet. See, these CH2s, the earlier CH2s, they are giving singlet, means on the adjacent carbon of these uh, CH2s there is no hydrogen. Okay, or it may happen, it may be possible that these CH2s are directly attached to oxygen, because if you see here the 5.2 is the delta value, so they are very highly de-shielded, so they are appearing downfield. So maybe this is possible or maybe this is possible, but one thing is clear that these CH2s, they are chemically equivalent and they do not have any hydrogen on the adjacent carbon. Let us see here, these are the CH2s, again they are giving quartet, means on adjacent carbon they have 3 hydrogens, so this may be attached to CH3 and this is also attached to CH3. So these are the 6 hydrogens which are also chemically equivalent, and I can see the corresponding data in the NMR data which is provided, and these are giving triplets. See, always whenever you have this combination, no, quartet and triplet, means this combination of CH to CH3 is present. So that is just a hint. So now let us try to assemble all these groups together. So how many carbons we have got? 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So 6 carbons we have got, and according to molecular formula, one carbon is still there which we have to adjust in the structure. So I see these CH3 groups over here. So CH3 should be the end of the chain. Okay, and since this is HDI is only one, that means there is either a ring or a double bond. So ring which will not have any double bond in it. But since I see oxygen in the molecular formula, my prediction would be C double bond O, that is this double bond is uh, making, or because of this double bond, this HDI value is coming out to be 1. So this CH3 and this CH3 I am placing at both the ends. Okay, now I know that CH2 and CH2 is present over here, and this CH2, see this CH2, the peak for these hydrogens is here, and if you see the delta value, that is also 4.1, so quite downfield. That means maybe one oxygen is present over here. Okay, so that way these two hydrogens giving quartet is satisfied with the data. Again, same here, these two hydrogens giving quartet is satisfied with the data, and these three hydrogens giving triplet, here also these three hydrogens giving triplet, that is also satisfied with the data. I will suggest you to watch my earlier video also, where I have explained in detail about this triplet and quartet thing. Okay, you can refer to that and come back to this video. Link of that video is also given in the description box. Now what next? Again here, if I see in the NMR data, CH2 I have predicted, so those two CH2s also I am writing over here, and those CH2s, they do not have anything on the any proton on the adjacent carbon. So let me first check how many protons I have carbons I have written. I have written 6 carbons and only one carbon is left. So let me write that one carbon. Now this carbon, if I write over here, there are two places that is to fulfill the valency of this particular carbon. Two bonds are should be there, and one oxygen is also remaining. Like see here, one oxygen we have written, another oxygen we have written, but as per the molecular formula, third oxygen is to be placed. So why not this? Because the C double bond O is also suggested by the IR data, and C double bond O is also suggested by HDI, which we had calculated. So these two hydrogens giving singlet, these two hydrogens giving singlet. So I think the structure is now matching with the molecular formula, IR data and NMR data which is provided to us. So you can see this is the symmetric structure, perfectly symmetric structure. Okay, so these two hydrogens, they are chemically equivalent and they are giving a single peak over here. These two hydrogens chemically equivalent, giving same peak, and these three hydrogens and these three hydrogens, 6 hydrogens chemically equivalent, and they are giving this peak in NMR. I hope it is clear to you.
Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe the channel.